Hey y'all, I'm going to make some hamburger buns. The recipe is titled barbecue buns, but I like calling them hamburger buns. Um, they are, I don't know, I've been making them a long time and they're really good when you make, smoke your own barbecue, and when you make hamburgers, they're really good. And they're not hard to make. Um, well, I like making bread, so it doesn't seem hard to me. And I am going to be using my Bosch, which is kind of a cheat method because it leaves out one of the rising times. But I'll type out the recipe for you so you can have it. Okay, I got my ingredients measured out. Uh, let's see here. In a large bowl, thoroughly mix 2 cups of flour, dry milk solids, sugar, salt, and undissolved yeast. Add margarine. Okay, I changed this up a little bit. It calls for dry milk solids. Well, I don't keep dry milk around, but a third of a cup of powdered milk and you add a cup of water makes a cup of milk. So I'm using oat milk today, and there was not much left in there. There was 1 1/3 cup, so I just added up to 2 cups with water. And I put in some vegan butter. You can use regular butter. The recipe calls for blue bonnet margarine, which I guess Fleshman's yeast, I guess that was one of their products, was blue bonnet margarine. But anyway, I am going to add 2 cups of flour, 1/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 2 packages of yeast. And I use the yeast that's in the little jar. Okay, let me just mix that a little. And I did heat the milk and water and the vegan butter in the microwave for 1 minute. And I stirred it around just to make sure that it wasn't too hot or too cold. And it's just right. I'll pour that in. Okay, I let that mix for 2 minutes, and it says to add 3/4 of a cup of flour. Let me scrape down this. Okay, that was 2 minutes at high speed. And now you add between 3 and 4 cups of flour to make a stiff dough. So I'm going to measure out 2 cups. Put this in there. Okay, that's pretty wet, so I will measure out 2 more cups. and then I'll just add it a little at a time. That feels pretty stiff. Now I'm just going to let it mix for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, I let that mix for about 7 minutes. If you're doing it with, by hand or with a hand mixer or anything, you'll have to do it for longer, for 8 to 10 minutes. Let me get all this out of here. Let me get some flour. Okay. Feels soft, pliable, feels nice. Okay, let me get this bosh out of the way. I've already got my pan greased, and it looks like the bottom of my machine is leaking something. Okay, now I am going to put egg wash on some of the buns so I can put sesame seeds on them, but I'm going to take that little white thing that comes out of eggs sometimes. I'm going to take that out. It comes out real easy with a fork. Okay, now let me shape these up. You get 20 buns out of this. I just love the feel of dough. Divide that in half. Okay. This will be 10. So I do it in half again. So this will be each quarter will be 5 buns. Okay, so I kind of tuck it under and then just squeeze it off, pinch it off. And let's see if I can get all these to fit. guess you're saying to yourself, well, it would be cheaper just to go to the store and buy some buns. Well, yeah, but it's really nice to be able to make your own. And when I would make them for my family, I'd make some kind of on the small side and some on the bigger side. Because when the kids were little, they couldn't eat a whole bun. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm going to pause you, and I'll come back when I get them all done. Okay, I've got them all made, and as you see, some of them are a little larger, some of them a little smaller, but that's okay. And if you're doing it for all adults, you can certainly make them all the same size. I like to press mine down on these ants so that when they bake like a bun, Not, I don't want it rounded on the top. I want it kind of flat. Makes it easy to make your sandwich. So I just press them down. Leave your handprint a little bit, maybe. Just a sign of love, a pat of love. Okay, now I got my oven on warm to help them rise. And when they do rise, then that's when I will come back and put the egg white on top with the sesame seeds. Okay, I don't think I mentioned that the yolk left over from the whites I put in a little jar. It'll keep for a couple of days. I'll have to think of some recipe to use it in. But I didn't want you to think I was wasting it. Okay, I'm cleaning up my mess, and I found that this little scraper that I got from the Lodge store where I got some cast iron makes a great scraper when I have a flour mess here. That works real good. And a paper towel. Scrape all that off. And then to clean the rest of it, I just put a little dishwashing liquid on there. Get my towel. And I usually, I'll keep my dish rag for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days sometimes. But every day I put it in bleach and, clean all my rag and my little brush. I even put this fake sponge in here and my scrubber thing. I put it all in there to let it soak for a little bit in some bleach water. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I got a little tip for you. When I'm cleaning up my bosh, the dough hook gets little pieces of dough in the little nooks and crannies. I just take an old toothbrush and scrub those little places out. And I find that I end up using the toothbrush mostly in the kitchen. So I just keep 2 or 3 old toothbrushes in my dishwasher, so they're always clean, always ready and available for me to use. Yeah, it gets it right down in the little cracks. Okay. Okay, the rolls have risen. Took them about, I don't know, 20 minutes. And to test to see if they're ready, just press on it. If it stays, it's ready. And that one kind of deflated a little bit, so that would indicate that they've probably risen too much. But they'll still be good. Whip up this egg white. Okay. You know, I got this little brush thing here. You know, it's silicone or whatever it is. And for years I used, I bought a paintbrush, and that's what I used. And actually, I like the paintbrush better. Putting the egg white on there will make them shiny. Okay. Now, sprinkle them with sesame seeds. Okay, now they're going to go into the oven. The oven's set at 375, and they're going to bake for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, let me check and see if they're ready. Take my handy dandy ice pick, run it through. Comes out clean. Very good. Now the ones that don't have sesame seeds, I'm going to give those to my daughter. So I'm going to rub the top with a little bit of vegan butter. Go. I've really been active today. Got up early. I think I got up at 4:30. Oh, but I had slept for about 3 hours, and I woke up and I was ready to get up. So I got up. So I've done several videos today. I don't know if I'll publish all of them today, but I did one about poke salad. I'm going to fry up some chicken. One of my viewers was asking, did I have a recipe for fried chicken? And I think I did another one. I can't remember. But anyway, so maybe y'all can look for those. But you know, I've been enjoying doing YouTube, and I find that there are a lot of us old folks doing videos on YouTube. I think most young people are, you know, they're doing Twitter and TikTok and all that, but YouTube's kind of nice, and I really have enjoyed it. Okay, hamburger buns. Now it'll take me a while to type out that recipe. It's long. It's got some alternatives and things, but I'll get it typed out for you. And so y'all have a good afternoon, a good evening, and remember to be kind to someone. See you later. Okay, I'm going to take one of these warm hamburger buns that I just made. I'm going to get a piece of the meatloaf that I made yesterday, the Manwich meatloaf. Let me heat this up just a little bit. I think this might be good. Be right back. Okay, let me put this meat on the bun. Yeah, and even the next day the meatloaf it's not firm, and I may have put too much Manwich sauce in there. Could have been because I only used a pound of meat instead of a pound and a half. But, you know, it's edible. Let me mix up this coleslaw a little bit. I think I'm going to turn those rolls, or the hamburger buns, I'm going to turn them over because they're soft on the bottom, because my oven doesn't work properly. The bottom burner doesn't work. So I'll just turn them over and put them back in the oven. I turned it off so they can just kind of crisp up a little bit. Okay, I think maybe I should keep my fork. I think I'm going to have to use it for eating some of my sandwich. But there you go. Meatloaf sandwich with coleslaw. Okay, that worked out pretty good. I keep forgetting everybody wants you to taste your food. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's good. That'd make a good supper. You know, if you have a growing family, you could have a meatloaf sandwich and serve that with baked beans or potato chips or macaroni salad, potato salad. Have you some little raw vegetables on the side. Yeah, that'd make a nice supper. Okay, that's all I gotta say. See ya.